What up? It's T Blanco. Today I'm gonna be spending time with my godfather. He decided that he wanted to cook some jerk chicken. I can't eat spicy foods, so he had to leave and go and get some more chicken, but he'll be joining us in just a few minutes.
Hey girl, what's happening? Woo!
Alright, so he got it freezing in here, so we about to make some, what we making?
Russet
Chicken
potatoes
and
some jerk chicken on the grill and some more different, what is this? Just regular chicken.
so this is what it looked like before.
That's
I
right.
guess.
Check.
I don't know what else we doing.
I gotta season up the chicken, your chicken in a minute.
So this is what he put on the potatoes.
Roasted
Just a
potato
potato
seasoning mix.
Where you get it from?
Walmart.
Oh.
Everything comes from Walmart. I seasoned jerk chicken before.
You got new appliances.
Yes, we have no appliances when there was absolutely nothing wrong with the old stuff, but I'm married. Here your chicken right here. Ta-da!
That's it?
That's called naked chicken.
It's-
The jerk. And that's
What is this?
what is what?
This grill?
That's a grill mat that's on there.
Oh, for lazy people, I guess.
Keep your head between the grill, like keep the grease from dropping down in there.
What is it called? This the big green egg you keep talking
Oh
about?
no, honey, the big green egg ran in the back. Shorty. You don't know about that egg.
So, I made a post on Facebook, right, earlier today. I'm going to read you what it said.
All right.
So this is what it said. At what age of the child do you stop being a godparent? Or do godparents still exist? Because I swear they caught the bus with the grandmas.
A very wise man told me something, and that wise man was my father. It was a gentleman, he knew his name, old name. His name was Mutt Hatchet. That was his name, old guy, Mutt Hatchet. My dad asked him, how long do you worry with children? The old man looked at him and said, until the grave, which means you worry with them until you die. And I can attest to that because I borrowed $1,500 from my daddy in February. I paid him back the 1st of April, and he passed away less than 2 months later. So, till the day you die. But, what is a godparent? A godparent is there, takes the place of a parent in the event that the parent is no longer able to take care of them, or a parent is deceased. Then it becomes the godparent's responsibility to mother and father that child, filling that role.
I think like people these days, they want, especially while the parent and the godparent are friends,
Yeah.
it's all for looks or for to have, just to be or feel important.
Right.
So it's just something for the moment. I feel like people definitely don't take their roles serious.
Well, some people say, I'm gonna be your godparent just to say they have godchildren, not knowing what their responsibilities are. That's one of the biggest things.
Right.
But then some of the responsibility also falls back to the child once the child reaches a age of maturity. So the example is, they can just as well stay in contact with the godparent as the godparent does with them. You are a prime example of that because you chased me down everywhere I went. Which I'm so glad you did. But it's a big responsibility. And
You know what I just realized though?
What?
A lot of people have kids when they're young. So if you're being a godparent at early 20s, you might not take your role as serious.
I don't know what it is.
Well, you gotta live your own life and stuff, especially if you don't have no kids.
And then you're still maturing at that age as well.
Right. You don't even know who you are.
But don't it sound good? That's my goddaughter right there. Ain't she pretty? She ain't but sex. Because all children are beautiful at a young age.
Right. Jeez.
Then the responsibilities.
Some of them.
Yeah, all of them. Shut up. It can be a difficult role. But it's one you accepted when you said you would be the godparent.
So what if the child, when they become mature enough, they don't keep in contact or try to keep in contact? What if they never had that relationship to where they feel comfortable enough to keep in contact with their godparent? I had a goddad. A goddad.
Mm-hmm.
Ask me how many times I talked to him.
How many times I talked to him?
Once, where I actually talked to him. When Mike died,
Mm-hmm.
he gave me some money to go towards the funeral.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only time I've ever talked to him.
So,
Ever.
So what made him your goddaddy then?
He was my goddad because my godmom wanted her and her, at the time, boyfriend to be my godparents. But her boyfriend didn't want to be my goddad because he already had a bunch of god kids. So they made his brother my goddad. I don't have no memories of the man. I mean, he died, but he died a couple of years ago. He had a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, let me stop you right there. Let me help you with that, honey. He was never your goddad.
right.
He was never your goddad. Even to the whole, this gonna be your goddad. What that was she was your godmother. And she wanted this dude to claim the title as your godfather simply because she was your godmother and that was the dude she was dating at the time.
Right.
That's all that was. That's all it was.
Weird.
The way I became your godfather was your daddy. I told a boy that worked at the store this morning. I bought a Cadillac Coupe de Ville. Your dad had never
Oh
seen
yeah, I
it.
remember that car.
Mm-hmm. Your dad, I think I had the car about a month. A little over a month before I got back to show it to Pee Wee. The day I went to show it to him, it was at your grandmama's house where you live at right now. You and your brother was there. Your daddy came, that's a nice car, Dave. He opened the passenger door. He stooped down. And you and Lil Wee, he had one of y'all in both arms. He stooped down. He said, this is y'all goddaddy right here. He said, if anything happened to me, this is y'all daddy right here. And less than a month later, he was gone. God called him home. That made me your goddaddy when he said it.
That's crazy.
Yep, that made me your goddaddy.
You think maybe he knew? Like they say, some people know that they're gonna pass before they pass.
What he knew was that I would be there for you in the event that something did happen. No, he didn't think anything would happen. But he knew he could count on me. He knew he could count on me.
Well, I tell you, he sure picked a good person because some of these godparents,
You got with me. Check.
some of these godparents, they don't really, maybe they don't understand. I feel like it's just to have a title. Some people feel important. You know, it's just like when black people get certain positions at work, they feel important
They fell above you.
just because they have a title.
Well, I can say this about my wife and myself. We take our responsibilities as godparents very seriously. Chelsea Branch is Tammy's goddaughter, which makes her, to your point, you spoke on earlier, which makes her my goddaughter because I love her just like I love you. And we've always been in your life and her life as well. And she grown, she in the Navy. Don't get me wrong, Navy. Is that it? Yes. Ooh, sorry, Chelsea. Yeah. And she's stationed in California, and Tam and I flew out there to see her. And I mean, we talk all the time. We text the whole 9 yards. whole 9 yards. That's our responsibility.
I talk to Tammy more than I talk to my actual godmother.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
I don't know if that's disturbing or not.
To who? Does it disturb you? Honestly.
I don't know.
Doesn't bother you then. Because if it did, you say, yep, bothers the heck out of me. Don't bother you. So, do you have any relationship with her? Godmama.
I mean, I guess. Well, her and my mom talk all the time. Well, often. I wouldn't say all the time, but they talk at least like once a week, at least.
And you'll say, hey, how you doing, blah, blah, in the background at some point.
No. She calls to talk to my mom.
She ever asked about you?
Yeah, she asks about me.
Okay. I'll take that.
She asks about me every time they talk.
That's good, because she doesn't have to.
Oh.
If the only reason she was calling to talk to your mama, she wouldn't talk about you and ask about you at all. she wouldn't ask about you at all. So that's good.
Sense.
Yep, that's good. So that shows that she cares. Even to the fact that you have to talk to somebody every week or every month, every year. Well, I like to say at least a couple times a year. To show that they love you. But it's nice to know it's there.
Right. I don't know.
But she does ask about you, which is, to me, shows concern. And you know what? As young people get older, as you mature more, you'll start to see things differently. My daughter is so much like me, good God Almighty. She's a beautiful, spirited person. When she get mad, look out, Clarice. She can hold a grudge and just don't have to see a person. But as you mature and you get older, you'll realize that those things are trivial. You know, things like that are trivial.
I be feeling like that. Like now, I'm so like at peace with myself and my decisions that I make. I don't care if I have relationships with people.
That's all right.
Or like,
Who you?
because I just feel like if it don't serve me no purpose, then obviously it don't need to be here anyways.
For me, that's a sign of maturity.
That's what I said.
Yeah, it's a sign of maturity.
But people try to make you, they try to, they don't succeed, but try to make you out to be the bad person for not wanting to deal with people and their mess. I'm like, what?
That's people with unhappy spirits.
Right.
That want you to be unhappy.
Exactly. I done cut off so many people. I done cut off my whole family.
You know who my best friend is? You tell me.
Alright, so that would be my dad, the Lord, yourself, Tammy.
Stop right there. Stop right there. There you go. I have friends that I've grown up with that I consider really, my buddy Puddin, he's my best man. I consider him my best friend. But we don't see each other every day. He calls, I talk to him sometimes. I don't need nobody. When I was growing up, I said, I need people. I always said that. I needed people in my life.
Is that because you were abandoned when you were, or like you had like detachment issues or attachment issues from your parents or grandparents?
I won't say that. I grew up in a loving home. It was, the home of the 70s and, two black parents working hard as hell to make ends meet, scrambling, fussing and fighting, that kind of thing. But we still had a home and, but it wasn't detachment. It was just the fact that I love people. Love people, love making me laugh. Love people, you had people that got these security guard jobs. And they work from 11 to 7 sitting in the shack all by themselves.
They're crazy?
No, they're at peace. They love it. Couldn't be me, Jack. No, sir. Couldn't be me. I love to make people laugh. I have so much fun at work. I fuss and argue with everybody at work, and they know each and every one of them know I love them. I fuss and argue with them. I get the girlfriend at work, Darlene. Me and her fuss and fight every day. That's the point of going to work. Fuss and argue with Darlene, because I love her. It's fun. But no, I'm the type of person I need to be around people. But I don't need people to survive. The only person I need to survive is the folks that you name. So godparents are important. But it's incumbent upon both parties at some point to stay connected.
Yeah, because like her godmother is not her godmother anymore because they don't get along.
Well, that's kind of hard. That's like when parents get divorced and they put the children in the middle. And those situations can be difficult because, prime example, let's say if me and your mom relationship was like that. How can I call her until I want to see you? Me and her don't talk.
Right.
You know, how does that work? The child is not of age to consent or go and do things. So that makes it difficult. It's not to say that that person doesn't want to be in that godchild's life, but the other adults have made it almost impossible. Now, see, it takes some people of real maturity to be able to get past that, to the point of still being able to have the parent of the child has to be mature enough to still allow the person they don't communicate with anymore to have a relationship with the child. They should. To me, that
it's the godmother.
Yeah.
It's not the mother.
Right. See, so she's not even attempting to reach out.
No.
She the one on the bitter end of the fruit.
Yeah.
See, so it has to be both. It has to work both ways. She has to be big enough to let that go to fulfill her obligations as a godparent. Because the mother's not hindering that.
Right.
She don't want to deal with it. See? It works both ways. Whether the mother hinders her or she is a hindrance by not wanting to participate because I don't deal with that chick no more. What they got to do to the child?
That's what I'm saying.
But see, she still has to go through the mother to get to the child.
Sometimes you got to do some things that you don't necessarily want to do.
If you want to fulfill your obligations. So what happens then? They lose a very good relationship. That's all. You know, they lose a very good relationship. And then depending on the age of the child, when the relationship dissolves, you know, when that child matures, you know, she'll be like, well, why you cut me off? What answer will she have? She won't have one.
Right.
So that's from the time she stopped dealing with the child until the time matures, all of that time is lost. You can't get that back. You can't get that back. Now, if the child remembers the period before when everything was wonderful and wants to rekindle that at some point as an adult, then that's totally up to the child to reach out. Because you already know the godmother ain't gonna reach out.
She's probably gonna be like, Mommy, do I have a godmama?
Well, honey,
I don't even know.
Well, you had one. Me and her had a falling out, and she chose not to come around.
That my friend's mom, her and the mother of her goddaughter don't get along anymore, but she still, you know, was the godmother to her goddaughter.
Right.
Regardless of their issues.
She took her responsibility seriously.
Yeah. Just to answer the question, let me see again what the question was. What age do you stop being a godparent?
You don't.
You don't stop being a godparent. It's until...
Right. Mm-hmm.
And do godparents still exist? According to my godfather and Facebook, godparents still do exist.
That's right. Because you got some young folk out here that do take it serious.
Yeah, which is surprising. I wasn't expecting this many people to comment and say that, which is not a lot, but it's a lot compared to what I was expecting.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But if you do have godparents, good job, godparents.
And look at that chicken. Oh, that's the chicken that you saw that was raw earlier. That's your last bite now.
Y'all already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. We out.
Peace.